Hello again, YouTube, Raw Life, back again with another Lufenia. This time we are tackling the Ice Reaper, Kurasame's Lost Chapter, Lufenia. There is no TCC challenge yet, but I'm going to be out of town for a week or so I went ahead and just used no Synergy and no Garland for this. I think he'll probably be banned, so this will probably be a TCC challenge entry. We brought Aranea, Bartz, and Palom. I got Palom's blue armor, and he actually works great here, so I wanted to use him. These Hornets are, honestly, if you bring a team that can delay fairly easily, they're nothing. This is one of the easier Lufenias recently, if you're prepared. Their orb, as you see, does run down pretty quickly. It can only go to max of 15, and the only way to bring it up is to delay. That's not break delay, but you have to actually delay them. Aranea and Ramza Call, Cloud Call all handle that pretty well. The orb goes away at 79% though, so the beginning of this fight, we're actually just bursting them down as fast as possible. Look at that Palom damage, baby. We're bursting them down to 79% as fast as possible so that the orb will go away. We don't want to use up all of Aranea's skill 1. That is really important here at the end or later on to keep that orb handled. But as you can tell, it's going fairly quickly. These guys are not very tanky. They're not very thick. This is a 0 turn or no boss turn run. They do hit you with something pretty crucial if you let them move. Obviously, there's ways to get around it other than no boss turns, but for me, I went the no boss turn route, got them down below 79%, and now we're just going to start smashing them. Garland Friend, Shiva Summon, and Bartz BT are all going to be used in different ways. If we get closer and closer to them moving, the name of the game is just don't let it move. So they're already down to 74, 73%. So, and there you go with some Palom damage. If you want to see, after he breaks, he gets this back-to-back turns and 264 per on an LD, and that wasn't even his last LD. But we kind of throw the whole kitchen sink at these guys. I'm just trying to burst them down the whole fight, pretty much. Palom is going to swap out for Garland in a little bit, so instead of using Palom's dual cast a lot, which is what you lean on normally when you're using Palom, I went with all his skills. I just was smashing these guys with his skills. As you see, I used Galvanize to get A to be breakable again, and then I got to use his 2 skills in a row. But it comes down to Bartz moving right before A, so we're going to have to go ahead and burst. Also, we want the burst effect to last pretty much the rest of the fight, so right here is a good place to use it. We still got the summon, we still got Garland Friend to go, and at 50% they get their orb back, and we're going to have to make sure we save enough delays between Garland and Aranea to keep them A, without moving, and B, keep their orb intact. But like I said, this run was pretty much just throwing every skill in order, being careful about who was about to, if they were about to get a turn, making sure that I either delayed them or got a double break with Palom so he could go again, like right there. AA into another skill, which broke the B, and then boom, big damage for Palom on his extra turn. He has a HP damage up on his free turns, which is awesome. B and A are both about to move again, are about to move for the first time, and Aranea's EX gives her a consecutive turn. So we went ahead and broke A with the EX and then delayed B with her consecutive turn. We popped the summon here at 43% and 45%, and go ahead and throw in Garland. The orb, as you see, it only goes up to 5, so or to 15, I'm sorry, but you can't push it past 15. So here with Aranea, I'm trying to actually get some damage in without using her delays, just because, good damage for Aranea. Aranea does great in this fight, by the way. I mean, between rebreaks, actual delays, good AoE damage, her Vital Crusher debuff stays on the entire fight. So I really enjoyed this team, actually. Bartz giving everybody battery all the time. Palom was doing his work, and he'll come back, you'll see at the end, and do some more work. Just a good team overall. They're at 13 and 14, or 13 on the orbs, and we're just getting them to 28%, 26%. So we're already nearing the end. This was a real rush down boss. Unless you want to deal with the mechanics, you're pretty much just rushing them down the whole fight. And as you can see, it's working pretty well. Turn 32, and we've got them in 20% each, so not bad. Real good cycle with Aranea was her skill 2 into her skill 1, or her EX even into her skill 1. Her LD gives her a free use, a free turn, and use that on skill 1 most of the time, because that's the big delay attack she does. A single target delay, that is. But we're getting real down to the nitty gritty here. 10% and 12%. Bartz burst effect still going strong, which is fantastic. We pretty much timed everything pretty well here. And as you see, Palom comes back in, dropping 228 on the EX per target. So he really holds his weight in this fight. Needed more delays, so I had to use Garland to keep that orb in check without Aranea having to handle it by herself. But Palom just, per turn in the game, or in this run, Palom had to be doing by far the most damage on my team per turn. And 42 turns, we're almost done here. We're going to use Cloud's other call assist finishing touch to launch him for that last little chip, and then Aranea will finish it off. So that was a no-turn boss run, our Lufenia run here. Aranea, Bartz, Palom. Shout out Blartanian, by the way. That's his Garland. He made the run for me. If you like it, check me out on Twitter, Twitch. Hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.